that we're going to be sipping, but we can still cheers with it.
Cheers,
because
the massive.
Cheers to, yeah, supersized. A supersized cheer, but cheers to giving yourself the best starting point. You know, every small journey begins with, every journey begins with a few small steps. This is how you take that first step to setting the perfect stage, to creating that canvas, to, you know, no matter what you're waking up with, starting with that clean slate. This is something, it is award-winning. The Customer Choice Beauty Award winner for Best Primer is Laura Spackle. This is the champagne version of this. 2 easy payments of $19.50. The pricing here, though, will go away at the end of the day. This is a $203,469. This is iconic at this point.
It is iconic. It is the #2 selling product next to Balance and Brighten.
Wow.
Look, let me just take you back a minute.
Okay.
First of all, we spend a fortune on serums and moisturizers, right? You put them all on your skin. You're like, oh, okay, my skin looks great. Then you put your foundation on, and then you leave the house and you think your makeup looks great, and it does. And an hour later, you're like, whoa, part of my makeup is over here. I've split here what I call the earthquake zone. Things are broken up and I don't look fresh. Now you're powdering over it to make it look heavy. Spackle stops all of that. Let me tell you what it does. #1, first, when you put on your serums and moisturizers, right?
And we just use our fingers?
Use your fingers.
Okay.
We're gonna do this much, right? It is literally the step that you didn't know that you needed that you have to have.
Less than a dollop.
Okay, less than a dollop. Serums and moisturizers go on. You put your spackle on over it. Now what's happening is from the underside of the spackle, it is literally locking in those very expensive serums and skincare, and it's making it work harder for you because it's locking it from the top. Now, what it's doing from the top side is now you're gonna put your, or you can see the difference already just on this side with Ashley, with the Spackle Champagne. It also has a golden hue to it, so it makes the skin look very luminous without too much glow. So now I've locked in her serums and moisturizers, and I'm giving it a second to dry. What happens now is on the side, on the top side of this, when we go to put our foundation on, the spackle grabs the foundation and holds it in place for the rest of the day. So your makeup does not break up. It creates the silky barrier between skincare and foundation. It retexturizes that middle layer. We were talking about the double side tape.
I was just gonna say that.
Yes, it retexturizes your skin from both sides while making everything work harder for you.
So it's like the two double-sided tape, because you're holding on to the good, the serums, the lotions, you're holding on to the makeup. It's not sticky though.
No.
Just want to throw that out there, not sticky at all. It's smooth, it feels good, it's almost cooling, but what it also is an amazing value, because if you went to retail, you would find the 2-ounce size, and the 2-ounce size would be $32. Here we have it for you, super size 4-ounce, for $7 more. And it's as easy as that. This is that item that you don't even need if you don't want to. Again, if you know you're trying to cut down, if you're trying to make it easier, you may be saying, well, I don't really want to add another, you know, step. You can wear this all on its own and you're out the door.
You can wear it on its own on your days off, but I highly recommend putting it on underneath for your makeup, but you can wear it on its own. It is loaded with aloe vera, so it's excellent for, it's like a very soothing to the skin. It does have witch hazel in it, which is actually an amazing astringent to keep the skin clean while you wear it. It has white tea and Centilla asiatica as an antioxidant. It also has ginkgo biloba, which is a very, very beautiful antioxidant for the skin. It is extremely weightless. Now, listen when I tell you, most primers have a very thick silicone feel to them. You put your foundation on over that and it slips right off with the silicone. Spackle is so clean and so weightless and so lightweight that you might think it's not doing its job. Once you start wearing it, all of a sudden, you will notice that your makeup stays on better, your skin looks fresher, your skin feels nicer, your skin gets a beautiful soft glow from the backside out, and everything just works smoother and better in your makeup routine. It's actually the one piece that you didn't even know that you needed, but you won't be able to live without.
Well, and isn't that like, and that again, that's like that childlike excitement that can happen with makeup.
I get so excited with Spackle.
Because it's one small piece in a bigger puzzle that can make an amazing difference. And when you can get it at an amazing value, again, this is super size. This is great for all skin tones, correct?
All skin tones.
So great for all skin tones. This is the 4-ounce. We have it for you today for $39. That pricing will go away at the end of the day. We also have it available, which I'm hearing is very popular. No surprise here, on auto delivery. You'd get one sent home today, another would come home in 6 months because this is about a 6-month supply. 2 total. That locks you into that price, which goes up at the end of the day. It also locks you into 2 easy payments of $19.50. We've sold more than 300,000 of these. And you know, when you think about it, if it's working for someone, 300,000 is a nice number. See what it can do for you. And it's one of those things, again, and I think as we get older and our skin changes, all of a sudden, makeup's not necessarily staying where it used to. It's not maybe lasting as long as it did.
It's changing colors.
It's changing. It's changing colors.
It
It's changing a lot.
It changes
It starts
colors.
out up here and then it all ends up down here at the end of the day. All you have to do is give this a try. And even if that can just make your makeup last a little bit longer, which, you know what, our time is of the essence, our time is important, our time is money. Why are you going to spend all the time getting ready in the morning if it just shifts everywhere and moves? Keep it in place.
It not only does it lock it into place, all these exciting, great things that we want from our makeup, not only do you touch up less, not only does your skincare work harder, but actually the basic thing that it does is it just makes your own skin, like this is dry on Ashley now, look softer and more blurred and more perfected and less red because it's got the champagne color. Look at her skin. That is just Spackle. I put nothing else over it.
Well, and you know what I love is that you see that she's got this beautiful, subtle glow.
Yes.
But you know, I've got it on my left hand. It is not sticky. It is not greasy.
No.
It feels like your skin, but a little bit better.
And that's dry already. It's so, and it's beautiful the way it looks on her skin. And that's how it will look on your skin, but it's going to make everything work hard for you. I get really passionate about Spackle.
And a little
especially
goes,
this one, the champagne, it's so pretty.
And so what would be the difference between the champagne then and say the regular Spackle?
We make many, many, many Spackles for all different reasons, but champagne has this really light glow in it. And I think a lot of women, again, are afraid to overglow. So this is a very safe way to dip your toe in the water of glow, but not feel like, okay, I look really luminous. I just want to glow a little.
It's subtle. It's the dipping the toe into the pool. 300 have now been picked up. Keep in mind the pricing goes away at the end of the day. We have that super size, that 6-month supply for you for $39. Also available on 2 easy payments of $19.50. This is, you know, when you think about it, if you've ever painted a room.
Yes.
Before you put the paint on, you have to go through and you spackle the little holes.
Yeah.
This is how you kind of just wash it over and you get to start from scratch. Because let's face it, I don't know anyone who looks and says, I love everything about my skin, right? We all have like that little thing, even if nobody else notices it, you know it's there. This is how you kind of get to take out the eraser and erase it every day.
It's true. We all have natural little movements and divots and little irregularities in our skin. What the Spackle does is what you just said. It literally is like priming a wall. Once you've primed that wall, and any type of foundation can go over it, a powder, a cream, a liquid, whatever your favorite foundation is, put it over it and watch it work harder for you. Watch that you don't have to touch up during the day, that it doesn't break apart and shift and move, but it's weightless. And I've had people actually say to me, are you sure it works? Because it seems like it's almost like invisible on the skin. Like, I'm like, that's what makes it such a gem. That's what made over 300,000 people love it so much.
Well, exactly, and that's why you want to use it, because the last thing we want to do is look like we've added another layer, especially as we get older, because it's like, sometimes you start the day and you're like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good, and then at the end of the day, you're like, wait, those are lines and wrinkles I didn't even know I had.
Yeah, because everything is dropped into it.
Exactly. This is how you keep the peaks and the valleys separate but equal. They don't have to all become one.
They don't, like, please don't become one.
I know.
What I love about the show that we just had is, except for the spring fling, which is so beautiful, everything was about Laura's best complexion enhancement products. And this is where you really start.
Well, and that's a great point. And makeup should not be about covering up. Makeup shouldn't be about, you know, trying to hide. Makeup should be all about bringing out the best in each of us. You know, we all have our different features. Maybe it's your eyes, maybe it's your skin, maybe it's the nose. This is a way to just kind of give you that perfect launching point to then find the best parts of you and bring that out every day.
I'm telling you, you know what's funny for me about Spackle? Before I've known Laura in this building for years, and I remember Johnny a long time ago had given me some Spackle. I'm talking like 15 years ago, and I was like, oh, thank you, I don't really need it, but thank you, I put it away. And for whatever reason, I took it out and I started using it. It was like, oh my God, I didn't even know what I was missing until I started using it. So I always tell someone, if you're on the fence and you're not sure, you gotta try it because it makes everything just so much cleaner and smoother and fresher.
Well, and cleaner, smoother, fresher, all things we want every single day, you know, from the laundry to our skincare.
Yeah.
What I love about QVC is that we're offering you the opportunity to try this out for 30 days. So again, it's not that makeup counter. It's not that rush because there's somebody behind you, you know, waiting to get in there. It's not the bad lighting that they have at the malls. It is your own home, the privacy of your own home. This is how you get to try it out, see what you think, see what kind of difference you see in the way your skin looks and feels, the way that your makeup, you know, you put your makeup on maybe 7, 8 a.m. See if it's still looking as great. 3 p.m., 5 p.m., those telltale kind of like, you know, clock stops where you're like, oh, what just happened? See if this can help make it better. You've got 30 days. If it doesn't work for you, if you're not seeing what you want, within those 30 days, you can always send it back. But if it works, think about the difference that it can make. I want to remind you that the $39, that goes away at the end of the day. Get it for the $39. Get it on auto delivery. Lock in. You can cancel it at any time. 400 have now been picked up. I cannot wait for you to get this home and for you to try it and for you to see the difference that it can make, because you know what? We're talking about putting something on the skin, but it all comes down to how you're feeling inside about yourself.
Yeah, you feel
day.
good when your makeup's not broken up and on the other side of your face after you leave the house. You feel good when you have to spend less on your skincare. This makes everything work harder and look better through the course of the day.
And whoever turned down a little bit of champagne or a little bit of a glow, just going to say that right there. It is a 203469. This is great for all skin tones, so no thought, no worry, you know, which shade do I have to get? 2 easy payments for you of less than $20 each. Great opportunity. Price goes up at the end of the day, so please don't miss out on that. And try the auto delivery too. You don't have to worry about running out to get more.